Hello, everyone. As I paint this sunflower today, I can't help but think about my own journey with art. Growing up in an Indian household, art was never really considered a career option. It was something I did in my free time and something my family appreciated as a hobby, but not something I could build my future around. Not gonna lie, my parents never discouraged me from drawing or painting. They never told me to stop. But they wanted me to focus on things that seemed more stable and practical. So while they supported my interest in art as a hobby, pursuing it professionally was never really a conversation. Still, there was something about art that pulled me in. As a child, I would spend hours drawing whatever caught my imagination. Every blank page felt like a new world waiting to be created. Even though I didn't have a professional guidance or expensive art supplies, I kept drawing because it made me happy. The difficult part was learning. Back then, I didn't know any artists personally. I didn't have mentors. I didn't know where to start or how to improve. Most of my practice consisted of repeating the same kinds of drawings again and again, hoping that somehow I would get better. I loved art, but I often felt lost. Then one day I got my first phone. And honestly, that changed everything. For many people, a phone is just a device. For me, it became a doorway to an entirely new world. I discovered YouTube, and suddenly I had access to artists from all over the world. I could watch them paint, explain techniques, share tips, and teach things that I had struggled to understand on my own for years. For the first time, I felt like I wasn't learning alone anymore. I watched watercolor tutorials for hours. There was something magical about watercolors. The way the color flowed into each other. The way mistakes could become beautiful accidents. The softness, the transparency, the unpredictability. Every painting felt alive. The more I watched, the more I practiced. And the more I practiced, the more I fell in love with watercolor. Of course, the journey wasn't perfect. There were plenty of paintings that didn't turn out the way I wanted. There were moments when I questioned whether I was improving at all. There were times when I compared myself to artists who were ahead by many years of me, and I wondered if I would ever reach that level. But somehow, I always came back to painting. Because art wasn't just something I did. It had become a part of who I was. Years passed and life moved forward. Like many people, I had responsibilities, expectations, and countless reasons to put my dreams aside. But that little girl who loved drawing never really disappeared. She was still there, waiting. And today, as I sit here, painting this sunflower, I realize something. A sunflower doesn't bloom overnight. It takes time. It grows slowly. It faces storms. It has days when no one notices it. Yet, it keeps growing anyway. In many ways, my art journey has felt exactly like that. And now, after getting married, I feel incredibly grateful because I have someone who believes in me. My husband has encouraged me to keep learning, keep improving, and keep creating. His support has given me the confidence to take my art more seriously and share it with the world. That's one of the reasons I started this channel. Not because I have everything figured out, not because I'm the best artist, but because I'm still learning, still growing, and still experimenting. And I want to document that journey and share it with all of you. I want this space to be a place where we learn together, improve together, and celebrate every small step forward. If you are someone who has ever felt unsupported, uncertain, or afraid to pursue something you love, I hope my story reminds you that progress doesn't always happen in a straight line. Sometimes dreams grow quietly in the background for years before they finally get a chance to bloom. Just like this sunflower and just like me, it's still growing towards the light. Thank you for being here and being a part of this journey.